What's up, you fucking bozos? Bloodstain Lane, aka while you are at home watching UFC 129, I was with your girl, hitting her from behind. And I've been away the game for a little bit, laying low, relaxing, eating good, banging broads, you know what I'm saying? Just tired of the whole MMA scene. I needed a little bit of a break. I was burnt out a little bit, but I'm fucking back now. And we're going to talk about a bunch of things. April was a good month in MMA. A lot of shit went down. You had UFC 129 yesterday, which was labeled as the biggest UFC event of all time up in Toronto, 55,000 seats. And I gotta say, it turned out to be a classic event. You know what I'm saying? From top to bottom, great fucking card. UFC delivered on a great fucking card. I gotta give props when props is due. When you're a bozo, I'll call you out for being a bozo. When you do good shit, I give you fucking props. I'm a fair dude. I'm not a fucking Zuffa. I am a Zuffa hater, but I'm not a UFC hater. I give props when props are fucking due. And we're not gonna break down the whole card because I got a lot of shit I gotta talk about. But everybody check out that McDase spinning back fist, awesome. We're gonna start off with the Rory McDonald versus Nate Diaz fight. Uh, I had to ride with my boy Nate Diaz on this. 209, she's a Gracie fanboy. I am. Rory McDonald, a Canadian fighter, up and coming prospect, young kid, 21 years old. I gotta say, Rory McDonald kind of manhandled my boy Nate Diaz. Nate didn't look himself in this fight, wasn't active with his hands. Kind of lasted days of cool, and Rory McDonald brought it to him, man. Especially in that third round with those three monstrous fucking suplexes, reminiscent of fucking Bob Backlund in WWF back in the fucking 80s, man. Those are some powerful fucking suplexes. And, yeah, man, Rory McDonald got the win. Earlier that day, I said on Twitter, there's not too many Canadian fighters that I fucking liked, but I got to give Rory props, man. I'm not going to sleep on that dude anymore. Definitely did what he had to do to win that fight, and he got the W, The next fight of the night, we had Ben Henderson versus Mark Bolchik. Not a fan of either of these guys. Ben Henderson, former WEC champ, but I gotta say, Ben Henderson won me over last night. I love the dude's passion. I like his energy, his aggressiveness. Every time he was in danger, he slipped out and just went nuts. I gotta appreciate that. He ended up getting the decision win, 30-27, in the fun, entertaining fight. Great fucking fight. Next fight of the night, we had Vladimir Matyushenko versus Jason Brills. I actually picked Vladdy by head kick. Obviously, I was trolling on Twitter when I said that, but I did feel like Matyushenko was going to get the fucking knockout, which he did. Like, you always got to give props to an old man who fucking does damage. Within the first 20 seconds, put Brills to sleep. Belarus, concrete punching power. Shout out to the janitor for that W. Now, he's kind of hot right now, so let's see where he goes with that win. Next fight of the night, we had Lyoto Chester Machida versus Randy the Natural Couture. And I had Machida, in the first round of this fight. Randy's a legend, but his chin is paper mache right now. And I gotta say, before the fucking fight, earlier in the day, I was just sitting on my couch, eating a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios, and some voice spoke to me. I looked up in the sky, and the voice told me, Lyoto Machida is going to win this fight by Daniel LaRusso crane kick from the movie Karate Kid. And I said, you know what? I looked up in the sky and I said, thank you for that. And that was my pick. And I was the only motherfucker on the internet that made that prediction. Lyoto by crane kick. And what happened? Second round, Daniel LaRusso, Mr. Miyagi, Karate Kid, crane kick, knockout. I called it. I'm on profit fucking level status now. If you need lotto numbers picked, come holler at me on Twitter or on Facebook. It's gonna cost you a fucking, it's gonna cost you 10% of whatever you get. But like I said, I'm a profit now. Call me Lane Stradamus. You know what I'm saying? If you need something, come get at me. I look in the crystal ball for you. Randy retired. Applaud for his legendary career. Wasn't the biggest Randy fan, but I give props and props are due. Guy's a legend of the sport, and he will be missed. So, it's kind of surreal that Randy and Chuck are both gone now, but it is what it is. Time to move on, Next fight of the night, we had Jose Aldo versus Mark Hominick, which is funny because the voice mentioned to me something about Jose Aldo laying and praying sometime during this fight, or winning this fight in a 5-round decision with some lay and praying mixed in. And I said that on Twitter. Jose Aldo's going to win by a 5-round decision, lay and pray. Which he did lay and pray in the first 2 rounds, so it was 40% right. Which was kind of weird for Aldo. He don't look himself. He looked tired in this fight. I think the weight cut might have hurt him. Hominick's a beast. Got sick hands. It was Chris boxing versus Aldo's Chris Muay Thai. Back and forth battle. 5 rounds. Aldo definitely won the fight. Hominick had the big Hasim Rahman look going. YouTube Hasim Rahman with that, with the hemoglobin. Also, Jerome Urbana versus Cyril Abid, same thing. Fucking basketballs coming out of their fucking head. Definitely brutal to watch, you know what I'm saying? But give props to Hominick, man. He fought through, said he didn't want to stop fighting, and he put on a great performance, you know? Next fight of the night. Before I go into that, UFC, please bring in Hatsu Hyoki, who I feel is the 1A and 1B best featherweight in the world. You know, he is a true, well-rounded mixed martial artist. Put the beat down on fucking Aldo's partner, Marlon Sandro, one of the greatest MMA performances I ever fucking seen. Beat Mark Hominick, who Aldo just beat twice. Actually finished him one time. This is the fight that they have to make. These are the two best featherweights in the world. Aldo versus Hatsuyoki. So get on the ball with that, UFC. You know what I'm saying? Next fight of the night. Goddamn sleeping pill versus Jake Shields. And I have no idea what else to say, man, about GSP. He is just not a fucking fun fighter to watch. I don't give a fuck what he does. I don't care if he wins the next 10 fights of his career and they all go the same way they've been going. He'll never be a legend in my eyes. This is a guy who changed his whole game after Serra. He just wants to do enough just to win and whatever. You're going to have some people going to say, oh, he does what he has to do. I don't give a fuck about that. When I pay my $55, I want to watch some fucking action. I want to see a championship performance, okay? That's what I want to see. Guys who go for it. Or at least, I'm not saying go out there and go, shootbox style, but at least be a little bit more aggressive. Do something. Show me something. This motherfucker GSP couldn't even finish a sunflower seed. You know what I'm saying? He drinks fucking milk through a straw. Real fucking talk. He drinks milk through a fucking straw. Jake Shields should have been a little bit more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I like Jake. Definitely improved his stand-up. But Jake, you want that title, you gotta go for it a little bit more, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go for it. And Joe Rogan, please stop talking about GSP stand-up like it's like some K1 level type shit, like it's Ernesto Justo or fucking Bada Harry, bro. It's not. He throws that jab and that little fucking wild overhand right. His stand-up's kind of weak, if you ask me. I don't think it's as great as you make it out to be. Pitiful fight. A lot of people, are gonna say it was strategic. This is strategic. That's strategic. Okay. Nick Diaz is next, and like I've been saying for a long time, and it's not just me who's been saying it. Lazy the Savage has been saying it also. Nick Diaz is the #1 welterweight in the world. He is a true man's fighter. He is a fighter's fighter. This is a guy who beat Muay Thai experts on their feet. You know what I'm saying? I can't say enough about Nick Diaz, man. He is arguably top 5 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He would, in my opinion, would smash GSP. GSP might get a few takedowns, but Nick Diaz in a 5-round fight will find a way to win the fucking fight, okay? He will turn it into a war, which GSP is absolutely scared of, and no matter what, Nick Diaz dictates the fucking fight, and it will be a war, and Nick Diaz will get the knockout. Set that fucking fight up. I do not want to see GSP versus Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva will kick GSP's fucking head into the fucking next atmosphere. It would be destruction. It would be sad to watch. GSP will not beat Anderson Silva. Okay, Anderson Silva will destroy that boy. I don't want to see it. Let's keep it at 170. Let's bring in Nick Diaz, the #1 welterweight in the world, the people's fucking champion, and let's see that fucking fight. Okay? I know Nick wants it. I know Nick's talking about boxing. If you offer him that GSP fight, I guarantee you there won't be no fucking boxing. Nick Diaz versus goddamn sleeping pill. Let's get it on. Okay? Overall, great event. You had that cupcake rapper Drake in the audience. Stop these fucking Tinkerbell rappers. We need some fucking real rappers up in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like Raekwon or Prodigy or somebody like that. Fucking little fucking fruit bags in the fucking audience. You know what I'm saying? That being said, great card from the UFC. A couple days earlier, we had an M-1 Global event. Like I said, M-1 always delivers with a solid event. People hate just to hate because they don't like the way they manage Fedor, but they continuously put out great cards. M-1 Global Challenge 25, Shamil Zavarov versus Yasabe Inamoto. Great pickup by M1 signing Inamoto, who's one of the most fun fighters in the game. Was a Sengoku guy. He now fights for M1. He fought one of the guys who I've been touting as one of the top prospects in the sport, Shamil Zavarov. 5-round war. Shamil kind of John Fitched it up a little bit. I thought Usabi actually won the fight. They gave it to Shamil. I think Usabi was a lot more active off his back and should have got the W. I think M1 set up the rematch, which is a good thing. But keep an eye on these two guys. M1 Global got some sick fucking prospects, some great prospects, and these are two of them in all of MMA. So props to Usabi and Shamil for putting on a great fight. You had Vinny Megalash, Megalash, whatever the fuck his name is. I like Vinny. I just can't say his fucking last name. He fought Victor Nemkov for the title, and what can I say about Vinny? He's improved so much since his days in Tough. Got a Go Plata win. He's now the champion in M1. I think this was a great move, him signing with M1. Props to Vinny for the W. You had Andrei Semenov making his return against Luigi Fioravanti, and Semenov got the decision win. And overall, another fun event from M1 Global. You know, I see a lot of you cocksuckers on Twitter, you know, saying how much you love MMA, but I never see you guys talking about M1 in your timeline. Stop fucking hating, man. Stop following these fucking bozo-ass fucking journalists. You know what I'm saying? Come up with your own opinion. You know what I'm saying? Stop with that shit. Another thing we're going to talk about is, you know, there's a little bit of a Twitter war between Dana White and Jenna Jameson. Anybody talk shit about my wife on Twitter, if I had a wife or a girlfriend, is getting fucking pistol whipped or hit over the head with a fucking crowbar. I don't know why, you know, Tito's letting this happen, you know. Dana, I know you're a passionate guy. I know you're a spontaneous guy, you know, kind of like me in a way. But you don't argue with people's wives or attack people's wives, man. You let the women talk. Whatever they have to say, you let them say, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're going to fight a fucking woman? You did the same shit with Loretta Hunt. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stop with that bullshit, man. Plus, Jenna Jameson, man, she's a fucking legend, man. That girl, I whacked off so many times. That girl, you know how many boxes of Kleenex tissue I've been through with Jenna Jameson back when I was a teenager? Jenna Jameson's a fucking boyhood idol of mine, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to fucking steal my friend's brother's tapes. I sneak into his house and steal his tapes to watch Jenna Jameson. So, like I said, stop with that shit, Dana. You know what I'm saying? Lay off Jenna, man. Another thing I want to talk about is I got to get it off my chest. Somebody's been rubbing me the wrong way. A guy who I considered, you know, a pal of mine, but behind the scenes has been shit that that he's been saying that I haven't been liking. So I got to call out Ariel, Little Mermaid Helwani. You know what I'm saying, Ariel? Somebody called in your show, asked you gonna have Bloodstain on. You put on a smug face. Oh, I'll never have him on my show. You got pissy about it, which leads me to believe you have some sort of issue with me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why you have some sort of issue with me. I showed you nothing but love every time I seen you. Okay? Then at the Strike Force convention, you said that me being in your video is going to make me relevant. I make myself relevant. I don't kiss these motherfuckers' ass and they're fucking, you know what I'm saying, up in Zoo for anybody. I do what the fuck I want to do and say what the fuck I want to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to make me fucking relevant, Ariel. You and your big ass fucking gonzo nose. Your big head is going to your big fucking nose, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do something about that. I know you got the money now. You know, New York got some good surgeons. Do something about that schnozzle, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you're telling people at the Strike Force thing, yeah, oh, fuck that kid. One day he likes me, one day he doesn't. Why are you talking shit about me to people, man? Come to me, bro. Come to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you just been coming off as a real cocky, pompous dude lately. And like I said, I don't fuck with you no more. I told you in the video I would never call you out. But you know what? After all this shit that's been going on behind the scenes, I can't fuck with you no more, Ariel. So, fuck you, fuck your gonzo nose, fuck MMAfighting.com except for Daniel Herbertson, you know what I'm saying? That's my, you know, I love his articles. You know, actually, there's some good dudes there. I'm not going to say fuck the whole site, but there's some clowns like MDS in there. I don't fuck with Michael David Smith. So, yeah, you know, Ariel, go fuck yourself. Another news, Mauricio Shogun Hua back with Rafael Cordero. He's going to go up to California, train for King's MMA. Shootbox Revival, Shootbox Love, Shootbox Family, Shootbox Reunion. How can you not love that? You know what I'm saying? Shogun, Wanderlei Silva, and Rafael Cordero back. Great move for Shogun. I think for him to compete in the UFC, he needs to get that training with a full MMA team. I love what he does at UDL. Like the UDL boys up there, whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? But he needs to work on some wrestling. You got Mark Munoz up there at King's MMA. You know, it's a great move on Shogun's part. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, just like the old days, Shootbox is fucking back. And looking forward to Shogun's next fight against Forrest Griffin. You know, redemption. He has to get redemption against Forrest, you know. Next, we're going to talk about FEG's back. Dream and K1. Dream announced some fights for May. Hellboy Hansen versus Mitsuhiro Ishida. two of my favorite featherweights in the world. That being said, I have to pick Mitsuhiro Ishida to win this fucking fight. Hellboy's weakness is his takedown defense. Mitsuhiro Ishida's strength is his double leg takedown. Ishida's double leg takedown is top 5 in all of MMA. I can see him taking Hellboy down at will and just transitioning at will. That being said, it's a great fucking fight. You got Wiki Akio versus Cal Uno. Wiki, another entertaining guy with an entertaining style of fighting, very unique stance, fighting Cal Uno, JMMA legend. I really like Wiki in this fight. I think Cal is, always going to put on a good performance, but Wiki's very strong, and I can see Wiki getting a knockout in this fight. Casanero Kakuno versus Daisuke Nakamura. Kakuno's a guy who I've been ranting and raving about for a while now. His mummy stance, his Kyokushin karate background, very unique style, very unique fighter. And this is what JMA is all about. He's fighting Daisuke, who's also a very unique fighter. And like I said, another great, entertaining, typical JMMA fight. I got to ride with my boy Katsunori Kakuno in this one. I really like to see Kakuno step over to the States and fight in Strikeforce. Test his skills over there. Very skilled fighter. We also got the Bantamweight Grand Prix that they're going to be having. Shinya Aoki's going to fight on this card. JMMA's back, and everybody could hate on JMMA all they want. Oh, they come to America, they don't do well in the state, in the UFC, whatever. But it's not about that. JMMA is all about the Bushido spirit. These guys put on fucking great shows, great fights, just great events with the the walk-ins and the whole spectacle. It's just a beautiful thing to watch, and that's what it's all about. It's not about what I'm trying to say. It's a lifestyle, JMMA. K1's coming back. Another more big news. Another event I want to talk about, United Glory. May 28th, Moscow, Russia. My boy Martin the Young's put on a great show. Mixed MMA kickboxing show. Somebody needs to sign United Glory, whether it's Showtime or ESPN, so ESPN2, so we can see these events because you're missing out some great shows. Sihar Bahadazada fighting for the welterweight strap. Tommy DePret. Sihar, I feel, is one of the best 170 pounders in the world. Very violent man. You got Gokhan Saki versus Bryce Gideon. Gokhan, one of my favorite kickboxers in the world. I expect him to smash Gideon. Nikki Holskin, another great guy I like, versus another great guy I like, Arthur Kaishenko. A Golden Glory versus Mike's Gym fight. You gotta love that rivalry. Arthur Kaishenko's fighting in Russia. Big fight here against two very young kickboxers, greatly talented guys. Errol Zimmerman versus Mario Bazidi. Bone crusher, man. Always puts on a fucking fun fight. Mario Bazidi's no joke either, so great kickboxing match there. Mark the Fight, Shark Miller. What can I say about this? This is a guy who came back from open heart surgery, is making his debut on the grand stage, making his comeback on the grand stage. This is a big night for American kickboxing. Since the American kickboxing seems kind of dead here in the States, Mark is carrying a lot of pressure, you know what I'm saying? But I have a lot of faith in the guy. I talk to him a lot. He's a friend of mine. I expect him to go in and do some fucking work. And everybody support Mark the Fight, Shark Miller. Like I said, it's a big deal, a really big deal, and you're gonna see as the weeks come on. You know what I'm saying? The hype start to come on. So Mark the Fight, Shark Miller, go in and do work, boy. Sergey Karatana versus Mighty Mo. Kickboxing rules, fun fight. Two guys with heavy hands. Gonna be a great one. I got to rely on my boy Karatanov on that. And like I said, United Glory, stop fucking sleeping on these cards. These cards are great. These MMA, kickboxing, meshed up events, very fun to watch. And everybody got to check that out. It's Showtime's close to getting a contract deal with some American network, according to Simon Roots. I hope my kickboxing video has something to do with that. Hopefully we get to see this Bada Harry fight on television live. Bada Harry versus Tony Gregory. I've been talking about this forever now. The man's coming back. My fucking idol, Bada Harry. Tyrone Spong. Another great fighter fighting on this card. Daniel Guida versus Anderson Broderick Silva. Guida is a savage. Jahid Dahaj versus arguably the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Giorgio Petrosian. Another great card, man, for It's Showtime, man. Like I said, everybody got to support the Holland fight scene, man, because they just, overall, it's just very fun to watch. Big fuck you to the K1 level forums You guys talk mad shit. I go to your forums. What's this faggot's name? Steve Boogie, Steve Pussy, Steve fucking faggot. You know what I'm saying? Steve, whatever the fuck your name is. I came to your fucking forum, and you guys banned me after throwing bombs in 10 straight pages. That's some coward type shit, man. K1 level forums are more like Tiger Showman's type level forums, man. You guys got glass jaws, man. Very disappointing to say ban me after fucking 4 hours. You guys are straight clowns, man. I'll never post in your forum again after that bullshit. Fuck K1 level forum. Fuck Steve Faggot, Steve Boogie, whatever your name is. I did a song recently talking about all the girls in MMA I want to smash. It's supposed to be up weeks ago. Fahrenheit's nowhere to be found right now. I don't know what he's up to. Hopefully, I see him soon. You know, Fahrenheit, wherever you at, stay strong, bro. I got your back. I got to do this video guerrilla style. The show must go on with or without you. You know, but you know, the song I did was about me banging all the girls in MMA. Gina Carano, Misha Tate, and a whole list of other chicks that I want to smash in the game. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. It should be coming out. I gotta figure it out how to do this. I don't know how to work a fucking computer, but it should be coming out. Yeah, man. Like I said, overall great month of fights. You know, see what happens in the month of May. You know, we're gonna continue with the whole albums of the week thing. I know a lot of people didn't like it. Some people did like it. If you don't like it, turn off my video now. You know what I'm saying? First album of the week, Capone and Noriega, The War Report. Absolute Queen's classic album that came out in '97. Possibly my favorite hip-hop album of all time. Classic tracks in here like Bloody Money, Live On, Live Long, T-O-N-Y, Halfway Thugs, L.A. Like I said, this is a top 5 rap album of all time, in my opinion. Everybody go check this fucking album out. Absolute fucking classic album. One of my favorite albums of all time. If you like a little bit different kind of alternative type hip hop, MF Doom, Operation Doomsday. I actually knew MF Doom for a long time personally, and the Monster Island Czars. This is a certified rap classic. You know what I'm saying? Backpack type rap, but awesome stuff. The samples on here are great. Classic tracks, Doomsday, Rhymes Like Dimes, Operation Greenbacks, Dead Bent, Questions. I'm telling you right now, it's either between War Report or this for my favorite rap albums of all time. I absolutely love MF Doom. I'm a huge fucking fan of his, and it's just everybody to check out MF Doom. All his albums are great. Another album. This is more of a recent type album that came out. One of my favorite rappers in the game right now, Rock Marciano. Great album. You know what I'm saying? He's from Long Island. He used to be with Busta Rhymes' crew back in the day. He went solo. He has a very similar style to like Wu-Tang back in the mid '90s. Very unique flow. Great album. Very complete album. There's hardly any whack tracks. There's actually no whack songs. He had Thug's Prayer is a great song. Mossberg. Hide My Tears. Snow. Great fucking songs. He had more like thuggish type raps. If you like that, you know, that's your lane. Check out this Rock Marciano Mossberg album. Great fucking album. Yeah, now it's time for my chick of the week, Rosa Acosta. Nice Dominican chick, big fat tits, nice fat ass. You know what I'm saying? Everybody check out Rosa Acosta, man. She like, you know, I put a lot of people onto this girl. You know, definitely a hot ass chick. Everybody check her out. Yeah, and like I said, man, that's it. You know, hopefully I get Fahrenheit back so I get back to the high production videos. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta do what I gotta do sometimes to get my opinion out there. You know, you find me on Twitter, twitter.com/BloodstainLane. I'm always on there. You know what I'm saying? Always giving my thoughts on the world. I don't just talk about MMA on my Twitter though, or boxing or kickboxing. I talk about everything. You know, so you know, get at me on there. Big boxing fight next week: Sugar Shane Mosley versus Manny Pacquiao. Kelly Pavlik's coming back. Great night of fights next week. You know, support boxing. Please support boxing, support all combat sports. I'm actually going to the Boxing Hall of Fame in June to see Mike Tyson, Costa Tszyu, and Julio Cesar Chavez get inducted. So yeah, man, support combat sports. You know where to reach me at. It's not hard to find me. Bloodstain Lane. Respect the shooter. Fuck your life. Get out of my fucking face.